Hello everybody, this is RockHardGamer45 back again with another Doom Snapmap video. Today is something very special because we just hit 300 subscribers. I can't believe it. Thank you very much. And as a way of saying thank you, here's something that you've requested for many months. A top 10 Doom Snapmap custom geos level. I hope you like it. Well, there's a few things I need to point out before I start. And that is, there's a lot of levels that I haven't played, so I can't really rate them yet. I mean, they might appear in the future on another list I make about this, but for now, unfortunately, they didn't make the list. 2, this is just my opinion. I think these, in order that is, all these levels are great, but it depends. In the order I put them in, it's just my opinion. Your number 1 might be my number 10. It's just my opinion, and yeah. And the final thing is, this was one of the hardest lists I've ever come up with. There's so many honourable mentions. It was so hard to try and fit every map on there that I really wanted to go on there. I mean, there's probably at least 20, 22, 25 that could have easily got to the top 10. So squeezing it down to the top 10 was very difficult. But I think these are the levels for me that try to shine the brightest sort of thing. And I hope you can see why I've picked some of these. But without further ado, let's get started. Number 10. Reven and Evil. Now this level potentially has the... It could easily be a lot higher on this list. At least 6, 5, maybe even 4 or 3. But the problem was there was no monsters with it. Of course. But that doesn't make it any less worse, to be honest, because this level looks absolutely amazing. I think this is probably one of the best looking snap maps on Doom Snapmap at the minute. The level is like I said, there's no monsters, but if you're looking for an exploration map, this is probably the one I would pick because it is really good. It looks it's just breathtaking every time you look at it. There's plenty of hidden secrets for you to find as well, to find different weapons and stuff like that. Even though there's nothing to kill, I think this is for hide and seeks now, if you want to try something like that out. But if you just want to explore the map, it's definitely worth exploring, because I've played it for about 20-25 minutes exploring through this map. Even though there's nothing to kill or nothing like that, I just got lost in the atmosphere. It was definitely a really fun level to look at. Really fun. The atmosphere, like I said, you can hear it's so creepy and really well done. Even for a level with, like I said, no monsters. Yeah, it's scary as hell, which is very hard to do. It's such a shame that the creator couldn't get the AI of the monsters working properly. If not, we would have an even better level and a good shot of getting into the top 5. Number 9. Return of the Doom Guy, Map 02. Now, I know probably a bit interesting putting the second map on here, but I think this is the one for me where I could really see how powerful this campaign was. The first one was really good, but it was kind of short. But this one was longer, probably better decorated as well, and it definitely started a really cool set of maps that I've only just finished. I don't know if there's going to be any more, so I really want to go check that out. But this is the level that got me really interested in that campaign. It's really similar to actual Doom campaign. For me, the first, second and third map show that the most, I think. But if you haven't tried them, I really try this one out, because this one is probably my favourite. Like I said, this one has brought me to the other maps, and I really hope that they make more maps so I can go and check them ones out as well. But for this one, the design of it is pretty much, it's really different. I haven't seen many maps look like this as well. But I really like it as well. There's plenty of secrets, if that's your kind of thing. The monster balance is pretty nice. It's just an overall solid level. And if, like I said, you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend you go and check it out. Number 8. Monster Condo 2017. Now I had to feature this on the list. I probably think this is a very solid remake. Very, very solid. It's just like the original, but also at the same time it looks, the textures are all completely different. It sort of gives it a new feel. It's definitely incredibly challenging. This is probably one of the hardest levels I've played this year, and I'm going to show you a perfect example now. This is the best playthrough I've had so far of it, and I get, wait for it, I get insta-killed by a spectre. That's how dangerous this gets. I think the best playthrough I've had is about 2 deaths, and that was pure luck. But as I was saying, this is definitely a really good level. If you haven't tried this one, and if you're looking for more remakes, check this one out. This one is very entertaining. It was only recently been made, but it's definitely going to hold up with the best remakes out there. I was thinking about putting Bloodfalls on this list, which is also by Busy Man, but I think this one is probably more superior. Definitely. Number 7. E1N1 Land of Torture. Now this is probably the biggest shock on the list, because I knew nothing about this level. I didn't know it was going to be custom geo, but when I started it up, this is probably one of the best looking stat maps, and like I said, the best surprising stat maps I think I've ever seen. This level is my kind of level. It's just loads of monsters in a really cool looking area. I love levels that just throw as much monsters as they can at you, a bit like Serious Sam levels, and maybe themed levels in Serious Sam along the way. This level is like, let's look at it. It's crazy. I'm only going to show the first room. It's crazy, it's entertaining, and it's just a really good level. And this one, I don't think it's been played that much, and not a lot of people know about it. You always look at the custom geo recommendations, and this one never shows up. So if you want to give this one a try, because you haven't, I really recommend that you do, because you probably go have a really good time. There's also a couple of interesting and very good boss fights later, if that's your kind of thing as well. Number 6. E4M2 Perfect Hatred. This level was still on my list for my top 10 Doom Snap maps all that time ago. This one has just stayed on here. That's because I think this is probably the most accurate remake I've seen in Doom Snap map to date. There might be more out there, but for me, this one is so accurate, it's so fun. It's even captured the challenge perfectly of the original level. As you can see, it takes me ages to kill these guys. It's just a good level. It's a shame that the Cyber Demon didn't show up in the final area, in that little room. But you can expect that because he's not in it. Like I said, pretty much every texture is used exactly the same. I mean, if you're looking for something new of an old level, this is probably not your level. But if you're looking for an exact sort of remake of an old level, this is definitely going to be your kind of level. Like it is mine, it definitely still deserves a place on this list. Number 5. Chillfell's Domain. Now this is amazing level. If you have not played this level, I highly recommend that you play it. This was on my original top 10 Doom Snapmaps list, so that I made ages ago. Not many levels have survived this long to still stay on the list. Only 2, I think. Yeah, only 2, and this is one of them. And just for a level to be out this long and still this powerful, I think it's truly incredible. It's been updated and it's just only made the level even better. Every time I play it, I'm just lost in the design of the map. This level is definitely one of the best looking maps out there. It's quite long. The boss fights are really challenging, yet really fun at the same time. If you're looking for a new long map that you haven't played, and you like custom geo, or you like boss fights, this map is your map. You really have got to play it. I think everyone at least got to play this map once if you play Doom Snapmap, because this level, like I said, it's definitely one of the best out there. Definitely, in my opinion, deserves to be in the top 5 Doom Snapmaps out there. I mean, like I said, I'm only going to show off the first area of the level, and this is basically just the first starting room of this incredible map. And look how powerful this looks. And I probably think this is probably not even one of the best looking areas. This is just one of the areas. The map just seems to go on forever, yet stays very entertaining and very, very well made. Number 4. Doom 64 Into the Void. What can I say about this level? Like, I think I've only played this about a week ago. Yeah, it managed to get to number 4 on the list. Into the Void was a really good Doom 64 map, but I think this is much better than that. This is definitely one of the best designed maps out there. Custom geo was used perfectly. Like, it's just so good. It somehow managed to get better than the original thing it's trying to create. I mean, the new atmosphere. I mean, Into the Void, the atmosphere was all white. This one, of course, you can't do that. It's gone for more of a hellish red feel, and it actually works probably either just the same or maybe even better. This is I don't know how new this map is out, but I bet there's a lot of people who haven't played this one, and if you haven't played it, you've just got to play it. Especially if you're a fan of Doom 64. Number 3. Unreal Doom Level 2. Now, this is one of the very, very few levels where I've actually loaded it up and go, am I playing Doom? Now, I know this is a remake of the Unreal level, but it's so good, this looks like it could be its own game. I mean, if you take this, it's so good. None of these textures look like those actually supposed to be used in Doom, yet at the same time, it's perfect. Every second of this map I was playing through it, I just loved it. Like I said, I really need to play the original Unreal to see how close it was to the original. But from what I can tell, this is a very accurate remake. I mean, look at the buildings. That must take ages to make. And this level definitely, I knew this level would be in my top 3. I just knew it had to be. Like I said, I was so impressed with this level. This level definitely deserves more credit, definitely needs more likes and plays. If you haven't played this level, you gotta go and play it. You're definitely missing out on something very special here. So go and check this level out. Number 2. Outcast Mission 2. Do you remember what I said about earlier on how much I like Serious Sam themed maps where there's just loads and loads of monsters charging at you at once? in a very good looking level. Well, this level topped them all, in my opinion. I just love the way, just love craziness. Look at this map. There's just so many monsters coming charging at you once. It's just so fun to just floor every monster. And look at the map itself. It looks incredible. Once again, it doesn't look like it was made in Doom. It looks like it's his brand own game. It looks incredible. I really don't know how this level was made, but all I can say, it's definitely one of the best out there, in my opinion. And if you haven't played this level yet, I highly recommend you do, especially if you like craziness. A whole lot of craziness. Here are some honourable mentions. It's going to be quite a lot of them, so we're going to do it with some incredibly bad music along the way. Here we go. Now for my favourite Snapmap, custom Geo style, Chronicles of the Black Sword by a Pig Dog. This map speaks for itself on how good it is. I mean, each room has that awesome, cool atmosphere feel to it, as well as the pretty much out of this world design. Like I said, I'm only going to show you the first minute and a half of this level, and that alone should convince you that you need to play this level. It was so hard to pick the top 10, but I knew it was going to be number 1. Just look at this map. This is like I said, this is probably the weakest part of the level. I mean, the rooms get bigger, they get more decorated, they get even better feelings as more the level goes on. It's just, like I said, out of this world. There's no other way to describe it apart from the fact it's close to perfect. And this is probably my best example that I can show to you on how good this level is. Now look at that. Even the decoration from the flags, it's just wow. There's no words that can describe it. If you haven't played it, you're seriously missing out on something incredible and you need to play it. Go ahead. Well, that was my top 10 favourite Doom custom Geo levels. Also, this is an honourable mention that I want to point out. There's also many other maps out there that I need to write down. I had to cut down the honourable mentions by quite a lot, but I just wanted to mention a few while I'm speaking instead of just showing it on the screen. And that is Doom the Chapel. That's the one I played only a couple of days ago. It's probably a really good design one, and just one that I really wanted to mention is the Gates of Hell, which is another Pig Dog level that was created of my old level, or my newish level now, really, still quite new, of the PlayStation Doom sort of style themed level. I wanted to mention that myself because that's still quite a big honour for me for that level to be made. It is made, I'm just so shocked on how well it was made in Doom Snapmap. I thought there'd be quite a few limitations, but there wasn't. It turned out to be a very very solid level, and so I really wanted to mention that myself. So anyway, I would love to know what your top 10 is in the comments down below. And like I said, if you didn't agree with the list, that's fine, just tell me yours. I think a lot of people are not going to agree with the list, but I'm just hoping you can see why I chose it in that order. And also, I found the Easter egg on this level, and my name was on it. Thank you very much, Void Runner, and goodbye everybody.